That boy is about to, all world, all decade, all everything. And now he just about to go be a true house husband.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to lift a finger, dog. Happy holidays and welcome to In The Bayou podcast presented by our great friends at FanDuel. We got a special show for you guys today. We actually hit one of our first big milestones. So now we have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I mean, I can't thank you guys enough for just kind of embracing us and just really supporting us and encouraging us, as we kind of get into this podcast, lifestyle. So it's been fun. We're enjoying it, showing up every week and providing that content and answering the questions that you guys as fans, really want us to dive in and talk about. Obviously, Christmas is coming up, right? So happy holidays again to everybody, and hope everybody is able to be with family and really just experience, this great holiday. It's probably one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah.
What's your take on Christmas? Is it one of your favorites? Come on, let's get into it.
Yeah, I would say Christmas is definitely one of my favorites because I'm a give back guy. I like to do for others. That's some enjoyable feelings in that right there, itself. But I definitely had a lot of experiences, with Christmas, man. It was like bike time, for sure when Christmas come around. At least I know I'm gonna have a bike.
Somebody gonna get a bike.
Yeah, somebody gonna get a bike. He might be my little brother, big brother. Somebody gonna get a bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I could share one memory, man. I was like in third, fourth grade, and I got a starter jacket. That was the thing, in the 90s, a starter jackets.
Yeah.
So I went to school one day, and a guy, I think he's my friend, you want to wear my jacket. Cool, man, no problem. Put the jacket on, man. 3:30, the bell ring. I'm looking for this guy to get my jacket. He told me I was Jack. I said, oh, no. So I ended up fighting the guy. I actually beat him up.
Yeah.
He was on the ground, and I literally took my jacket off of him.
That's crazy, man.
So, yeah, man, it's crazy down here in the boot, bro.
Everybody ain't got it like you.
No, man. Sometimes we grow up fast, sometimes we grow up slow,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's definitely a Christmas experience I will never forget, bro. Getting that starter jacket and actually having to beat somebody up over my starter jacket.
Yeah,
bro.
man. I mean, Christmas for me, man, I always think about, family and, one of the big traditions for me and my cousins and brothers and all of us on Christmas was, every Christmas day we would, play football.
Yeah.
And so whoever's house we was at, and every year, one day it might be at my grandma's house or, aunt house next year. So every year we would pick somebody in the family to kind of have Christmas by. But the highlight, the most enjoyable part of my Christmas was always, going outside playing football because I knew I was better than everybody in my family.
Right.
And so, like that was fun. I'll say one of the downsides to Christmas is, man, when the more you live, right, like people don't live forever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think about like my grandmother, my grandfather. I think about people like that the most when like Christmas comes around and they're not here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, especially with my kids, man, because, that's something you want for your kids. You want them to, know and experience, the people that you love. And so that's always like the sad, thing about Christmas is that, damn, man, like, Graham's not here.
Yeah, I wish you could see these bad little kids.
Some of my friends aren't here.
Yeah, for sure.
So it always kind of puts a little like cloud, over the day. But overall, it's always positive. It's one of my favorite holidays. I mean, you mentioned kind of the giving back aspect of it. But for me, man, I just feel like families just come together.
Yeah. Around that time.
Around Christmas, right? And they show up with good intentions. They show up in a great mood, with great spirit.
Is high.
And I feel like, man, it should be like that all the time.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we don't have to wait for Christmas to come around for us to
show love.
To show love.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And embrace each other and even embrace other people's kids, right? Because you hear it all the time, like it takes a village to raise a kid.
Right.
And so, but, that's kind of like me just going down a deep little rabbit hole. But Christmas has always been, one of those holidays that, man, everybody look forward to.
Yeah.
Especially them kids.
Right, man.
So
You got the bigger boys, bro. So
Yeah.
I got the little boys. So I
Yeah.
mean, the list. I mean, it's only so much that they want. You know what I'm saying? You know, a couple games, $4.
I mean,
you know?
I'd probably say that the weirdest, not weird, but I could tell she's growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Sweets. She's
Yeah.
6 years old.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's not, she don't want toys no more. She like want gift cards to like Sephora and Mac and you know, Target.
Yeah, she
and
wanna buy stuff,
yeah, you know, so I guess she's kind of coming in that age where like, yo, I need my own money, daddy.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's funny.
that was cool. And then obviously the big boys, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Tyrann and Noah, they kind of progressed from, you know, wanting toys and wanting, you know, stuff that they could play with to, man, now they want shoes. You know, they want clothes, not just any clothes neither. You got to be particular brands.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like Tyrann wants Nike.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Nike
and then
kid.
Noah wants Bape. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they get way more, you know, specific.
Right, with what they want.
As they get older. But it's fun though, man. It's fun.
Man, what's crazy is my 6-year-old, he told me, he said, Dad, so I have 2 phones, and he always have the other one, of course. He said, Dad, I know you have the other phone, your old phone. Why you just can't get that one turned on for me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, should I or should I not? The dude only 6. I mean, bro, you gonna do nothing but call me, call your mama, and
I just
FaceTime Tyrann and Noah.
That's what I was about to say. I just get him an email address and he can FaceTime Tyrann, and that's all he gonna talk to anyway. I mean, but yeah, he don't need a cell phone number.
I told him, I said,
a little too young still.
I said, dude, you have my phone right now. It's not even Christmas. You have my other phone right now. Like, you call everybody, do everything on that phone right now. So,
yeah, man.
I said, nah, not a phone, my guy.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun watching them grow up too.
Yeah,
and,
very interesting.
I mean, I don't know about you. I know for my kids, you know, they realized I was Santa.
Yeah.
Early on, you know, so. You know, I don't necessarily have to play that game. You know, well, me and Sweets we still do it. You know, we put the cookies out you know, the night before and, you know, put the milk out and stuff like that. So, but my other kids, they like, yo, we know who got the presents.
Right.
We going directly to the source. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, bro, yeah. We was talking about that, bro. I said I was going to, by my chimney, I was gonna put some dust down there, you know, create some little foot tracks. Definitely gotta leave.
Yeah, I saw that on TikTok. Which I'm not on TikTok, but people around me are. I just had to put that out there.
In particular, the
like
kids.
you know, lady was like went through the whole deal. Like it literally looked like Santa Claus footprints was in the house. I'm like, yo, that's too far for me. Like, you know what I mean? But
I guess it depends on the
kids.
Yeah, the little ones,
like under a certain age, then y'all could.
You have to.
Yeah, y'all could kind of, you know, y'all could get creative.
And unfortunately, I do. Got the little kids.
Yeah, but I got dogs, so I can't just be, you know, I can't have sugar just laying on the floor or, you know, whatever. But nah, man, it's one of my favorite holidays, one of the best holidays. I kind of hate that it's at the end of the year, but I'm kind of glad it is, you know, because like we was talking about, you know, just finishing the year strong and finishing the year around family and loved ones and just kind of being in that spirit. You know, that's a good way to kind of get to the new year.
Yeah.
And get back to it. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad that it's at the end of the year. But it shouldn't take us a whole year.
Nah, it shouldn't take us a whole year.
To celebrate ourselves and, you know, love our kids and think outside the box when it comes to like doing something for somebody.
And you know something, bro? We might have to start that. We might have to start something like middle of the year, summertime, where we just all get together and just pick a person by themselves.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's what, you know, family. I remember growing up, you know, family reunions was big.
Yeah, right.
You know, which
it's
you know,
the 90s.
People, you know, we've gotten so far away from that.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you the last time we had one. Maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. But I think about that all the time.
Right.
Like, man, like, is it my responsibility to make
to
sure, like, as a family, we kind of doing everything we need to do. So,
and sometimes it's just stepping up to the plate and just going with the move and say, hey, look, this is what we're gonna do.
Sure, having that initiative. And I think when you move like that, people follow.
Right.
They support, they gravitate. Yeah. But yeah, man. Happy holidays to everybody out there.
How you family?
Man, continue to, you know, love your family. You know, love the people that's in your circle and, you know, just continue to help out and you know, just give a lending hand to people that's not in your circle, you know. So yeah, man.
Man, let's dive into these Chiefs, bro.
Okay.
Yo Chiefs at that, because this shit is looking ugly right now, bro. I mean, Pat went down, season not looking good. Gardner Minshew went down. I mean, before you know it, Andy gonna have to go suit up and play quarterback.
Yeah, bro.
I wonder how many they have on the depth chart. Probably one more left, huh? Shit.
Yeah, man. I think it, you know,
it's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions going into that.
But man, you know, like adversity is like such a big part of like life, you know, and you know, the Chiefs have never really had this type of adversity. You know,
Especially
like
in the
they've
last
had players get hurt and stuff like that, but to have Mahomes down, right, with like a real injury, major injury, that's just a different like outlook. That's a different perspective. You know, they got a lot of holes, right? It's a lot of things that they need to get fixed.
Figured out, yeah.
And then too, is it like, you know, is it somewhat the coaches and administration fault, right? Because what we saw for like the last few years was, you know, not a whole lot of investment into Patrick and like what he's able to do on the field.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you know, when Tampa Bay beat us up, right, in the Super Bowl, that was 2020, they went out and got a whole new O-line. Right? So, you know, like, but did they continue to do that?
Build,
right? Because every year we ask ourselves about the wide receivers, right? Every year is a question mark with the running backs,
every year.
And so I think this will give them time to kind of look back on
evaluating,
you know, reevaluation, right? And I think you have to do that, man. Like it's not always about evaluating the players on the field. Like everybody needs to be reevaluated.
On the same page, for sure.
Yeah, man. I just think they're in a really, really tough situation. Probably one that they never thought they'd be in. You know, then you could get spoiled.
Bro, I definitely
just going to 6, 7 championships and you know, and just not having that adversity.
Yeah, just imagine when you first get with your girl, you know, she cooks 6, 7 days in a row. I'm spoiled.
Right.
Like I'm looking forward to that now, you know. So it's kind of like what I think they got going on, bro. But I think the athletes around them pretty good enough. But I mean, eventually at some point, bro, you have to surround him. You know, like I mean, even the best of the best quarterbacks, bro. They surrounded
I think
by
it's
some
the
athletes.
right type of athletes. You know what I mean? You know, I just think the guys that they've somewhat kind of tried to build around, they just not as durable as you know what's required.
Game.
Like, and if you play for Andy Reid, like I just kind of bring you guys into like a day at practice, right? I mean, this is over 100 plays, right? It's 30 minutes of 7-on-7, right? It's, you know, it's a lot of you kind of
really working,
grinding,
yeah.
You know, and I just wonder is those guys, because Tyreek Hill, he exemplified that, right? Like you could tell he trains hard, he works out, right? Like, but the other guys they got, I'm looking at them saying that's not Tyreek Hill,
right? Just not work as hard.
And so you wonder, could they even handle that sort of like workload, right? And then have to go out on Sunday and perform. I remember vividly Tyreek Hill like just running up and down the field Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm saying to myself, damn, he got to go do all this Sunday. Everybody is not built for that. You know what I'm saying? Like some dudes need to kind of hold their hand throughout the week and then let them get to the game and kind of take off, right? So I wonder, like, is the way that they run their operation, is it starting to backfire now?
It's possible.
Because you don't have those dudes that could just wake up every day
and go get to it.
And I think they're missing that, right? And if you go to a few Super Bowls here and there, you could kind of dismiss the fact that, oh, they don't need Tyreek Hill. Right? They don't need Sammy Watkins. Right? And then you realize
reality hits.
Like those dudes was tough. Those dudes can handle the workload. And they could go out there on Sunday and perform and do it at
high level.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I always want to ask myself that, like is it starting to backfire on them? You know?
Man, and you know what, bro? I kind of think it is, and I'm sure some GMs are looking around saying, I knew this day would come.
Right.
I knew it. Like, you know, because, I mean, just the dominance of the Chiefs. I mean, Pat never went on the road and played a away playoff game that was, like, significant to him catapult this team to the Super Bowl. You know,
Yeah.
like, and of course, I mean, you could get spurred by that, man. Shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think obviously you don't want anybody to get hurt. I think then the injury Pat has, I did that too. Like I tore my ACL and my LCL, and so the process is a little longer. I don't know if you remember, I came back. I want to say maybe week 4 or 5, but I played with a brace that entire year.
Right, the whole year.
And so the LCL, that's the lateral part of it, right? So that's why I played. That's why I had the brace on. It wasn't necessarily because of ACL. It was because of the LCL, right? So it is a tough injury, but it's one that I think he can get through. And I play DB. So if I was kind of able to, go to all pros and all decade teams after the fact, after I did
injury,
that, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously stepping up in the pocket and all that stuff that goes on around your feet as a quarterback, that might play into his conscience early on. But I do believe he'll make a full recovery.
Yeah, I think he'll make
and I think he'll be right back on track to just being like who he is.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
But I do think this gives the team time to reevaluate, reassess
a lot of things and get some of that pressure off of him.
Right? Because he's the greatest player in the NFL, right? I think everybody would agree on that. Yeah. But I don't want him to lead my team in rushing and passing and receiving and
that's scary.
4th down conversions.
That's scary.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like I don't want that.
Man was the leading rusher for so long. Like
I just, and he's so professional, man. That's what I respect too about him is his professionalism, and he'll never say these things. He'll never even make it seem like this. But man, I think this is gonna give them time to kind of, reevaluate, reassess, and then 2, outside of Patrick, who's elevating us. Right? So, they're not going to the playoffs, but these last few games is important.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to see which one of you dudes outside of number 15 that's going to elevate the coaches and elevate play. Because if none of y'all do that, then I think this is a better opportunity for us to go to the offseason and say, hey, bro,
this person,
we got a few trade assets. We got a lot of young players that got value. Do we just blow the whole thing up? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just get as many assets and draft picks as we can for the future? Or do we lean on these dudes?
Yeah. We have
to kind of,
Man, that's probably gonna be the biggest question, man. Who do we keep and who do we let go? Because the dynamics of the Chiefs.
We can't expect Travis to. We can't expect him to be there next year.
Nah, I don't expect him to be there next year, but I do have some thoughts that of him coming back just because Pat got injured and the season didn't go as well as he planned, but I mean,
but how much control does he really have? Because he's not Travis from 5 years ago.
No.
So it's not like
now this the new we are experiencing the new heights Travis right now.
Yeah,
the almost married Travis,
Yeah.
He's been dominant for as long as he could be dominant.
Talk about a second career.
Right.
Talk about a second life. That boy is about to, all world, all decade, all everything football career, and now he just about to go be a true house husband.
Yeah, for real, bro. A real new height.
I mean, you don't have to lift a finger, dog. This is all taken care of.
A real new height, bro.
That boy's a sidebar, but I was like, yo, I don't know if y'all saw it on Twitter the other day. I'm like, yo, am I a Swiftie?
Yeah.
Because this girl, this lady, not just any lady, one of those ladies, gave $197 million to her crew. And I just thought, like, dog, like that's leadership.
Yeah.
Like that's what people mean. Like when they say, man, like follow that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Travis just got it. The dog, like, dog,
how
you don't
good
have
can
to.
You have it?
Dog, you don't have to catch another touchdown, bro. Like,
how good do
you? I promise you, bro. Like the
bro
life,
gonna be on
the
tour.
Life you was going to,
right? Bro, about to go on tour.
I don't want nothing. Just like just send me a pool party invite, or if y'all barbecuing, you know what I'm saying? Just send me an invite. Like I just, but you all right, dog. I don't want to make you feel bad for. Possibly retiring.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? I am in 100% support of you gonna be a house husband.
Hey man,
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So-
when the woman is the woman that you have.
hey
you
man,
know?
so but yeah, bro. Like back to what we was talking about.
But $197 million, bro, to give that
That's
out.
crazy.
I mean,
that's nuts. I mean, she deserves.
Yeah,
she
she deserve her
deserves
flowers,
a
man.
damn good Christmas gift.
Travis, you deserve your flowers for being with the woman, my guy.
You know, but yeah, bro, I do think the Chiefs. I do think Mahomes will overcome it. I do think it gives them a chance to sit down and say, hey man, like this is what we doing. And then too, like I hate to make it about me or anything, but dog, it's hard to replace that over time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, you know, the certain leaders you've had, certain playmakers you've had, certain people that you had in the community. It might work once or twice.
Yeah,
but
once you mask it up.
the idea of it working long term, it just won't. So I think they let one too many like glue guys leave.
For
you
sure.
know, and you know, Patrick and Travis too, right? Yeah. Like they was left with all that pressure.
Right.
All that responsibility. You know? And I think it just kind of came to a head. But I believe in Coach Reed. I believe in Spags still. I still think they have a great, probably one of the best assistant coaching staffs.
Yeah.
So players are gonna get taught well. They're gonna learn how to play football, right? But I think this gives them time to sit down and say, hey man, we put way too much on Patrick the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Like, how do we make it more Tom Brady-ish, right? Like where he doesn't have to go out here and throw for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. He could throw for 180, couple touchdowns, and we win. So I think this would give them a perfect opportunity to kind of tap into that.
And you know what's crazy,
so this
bro?
is big.
I'm about to say this might be scary, bro, because to give them people almost a year worth of time to figure out
that's spooky.
Who to surround around. Yeah, that's
spooky.
Yeah, bro.
And then too, the success that Jim is having in LA, right, with the Chargers, and the success that Sean Payton is having in Denver, that's only making that division tougher. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, now the Chiefs can go back and sit back, and they're not the hunted anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like you got other teams that people are going to kind of focus on this offseason and say we need to beat them next year. So it'll give the Chiefs a little chance to.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary, dog.
Because they changed the game. Yeah. Right. And I know our fans of the Bayou, like y'all don't realize this, but this used to be a single high league, right? Single high. I mean, one safety is deep. Yep. Nowadays, you have 2 safeties deep. Right, and a lot of that comes from trying to slow down Patrick Mahomes and the Josh Allens and all these guys that can really push the ball down the field. So that's why if you ever watching a game and you just see all the DBs standing 10, 15 yards back, that's kind of like the Patrick Mahomes effect. Yeah. And it makes it harder to score. Yeah. It makes it harder to push the ball downfield. Yeah. So I'm happy for them that they'll have a chance to kind of sit back and they could scheme up other people, versus the last 6, 7 off seasons.
And I'm sure they'll find
everybody's trying to find a way to beat the Chiefs.
Everybody.
So I think that'll get them some time to kind of get their feet.
Yeah. And bro, the only thing I think that helped them was Patrick getting hurt.
And it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, some teams probably haven't beat him in 4, 5 years.
That's kind of messed up to say. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it sucks that, something bad like that has to happen for
another team to propel.
Well, for us to kind of see what it is we're lacking. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing how they bounce back, how they shake back, and I think it's gonna be this is a critical time for Brett Veach and all those sorts of people in management because obviously they hit the lottery with Patrick Mahomes, right? And they just haven't had to feel this sort of pressure in almost 10 years. And so now it's back on them to where it's like, okay, how do you make this team better? And so I think they'll rise up and step up.
Sure they will.
And then too, man, not to just put it all on Veach, but when you're a successful team, right? They lose people upstairs too. It's not just the players that go on to sign big contracts. It's not just the coaches that go from coaching tight ends to offensive coordinator, right? Like it's everything. Everything gets increased, talked about. People want to be a part of that. So if I'm Brett Veach and I got 20 scouts in here, right, and we went to the last 6, 7 championship games, I'm probably going to get left with 2 or 3 of them, right? Because the Tennessee want one.
Yeah.
Cleveland wants one.
Yeah.
So now the dudes that helped you build the team the last 6, 7, 8 years, they all going to, they GMs in other places.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, Ryan Poles. Yeah. That was Brett Veach's right-hand man.
Right.
So it's like now he's off to Chicago doing what he's doing over there. Them dudes is winning games. So it ain't just about him, right? But yeah, when you're successful, bro, everybody want a piece of it. So a lot of dudes that helped you do it, they're not there no more. They work for other organizations now.
Right.
So how do we replenish that part of it too?
Yeah, that's
you know
tough.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, that's some questions.
It's huge, right? So
never even thought about that.
But I think from a structural standpoint, organizationally, they'll be all right. I think that they got, I think they're always kind of able to keep the right people in place. Mm-hmm. So even if we do lose one,
we know
we got somebody to fall back on. So, I mean, I'm still rooting for them. I know everybody, kicking them while they down and blah, blah, blah. Travis old and all this stuff. Andy Reid old. This is crazy.
Yeah,
that's some of the stuff you see and hear. Hey, what?
Yeah. It looked like the younger people are the receivers.
Andy Reid went to like the last 30 playoffs. And now it's like, he don't go to this playoff. Now he can't coach no more. Yeah, bro. I think this just give them time to just take a break, bro. Think about the players and the coaches, right? Every year they had to work through February.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And so now it's the first season where they could get January to themselves.
Yeah, I heard Travis say something about that too.
So, man, I'm telling you, bro, I played this game, man. Like sort of like being on a shot clock. Mm-hmm. That's not how you want to approach the next season. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like feeling like you couldn't do all you wanted to do because your season ended so late. Right. So I do think this ended up being more positive than negative for everybody involved. Yeah. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, this gonna be crazy. I just can't imagine the Chiefs having like a top 10 pick and just surround Patrick with either like 10? A dominant lineman or.
Well, speaking of top 10 picks, all right, let's transition a little bit. Yeah. The Saints, what is gonna keep winning all their games?
Man,
because I think they slide at 8 right now.
Yeah.
Right.
One more game.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this. You absolutely want to win every game.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, let's lose game. I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm saying, I'm talking about putting yourself in a position to where it makes sense, right? Because if you're picking 12th to 20, those players aren't unicorns.
They don't pan out to be the best guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but if you're picking top 10, top 8, top 6 sometimes, man, you could get people that transform your organization.
Right.
You can get a Julio Jones at pick 6. You could get a Patrick Peterson at pick 5.
Right. Get a Michael Parsons.
You know what I'm saying? You can get a Josh Allen at pick 8. You know what I'm saying? So, I think from that perspective, that's why I'm like, I want the Saints to just get one of those players. Right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just getting a regular guy. But I do support. I mean, I've said it all along. Tyler, Chuck.
And you did say that.
I definitely support him. I could see game. I think he got game. Sure. And his next part is going to be to just stay humble. That's the next phase of his progression. So. But yeah, man, I just, I don't want them to lose, but I want them to get one of these dudes, man, that, they're able to sell jerseys.
Right.
They're able to put people in the seats,
talent.
right? Because, Kamara's getting old and, we don't know if this Taysom Hill was crying so much yesterday.
Yeah.
I said,
this must be his last
This
game.
is it.
Yeah, those tears was like.
You know what I'm saying? Like it almost, I don't know if you remember when we played the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. I cried that whole press conference. Yeah. But I didn't cry because we lost. I cried because it's probably my last time playing in Kansas City. And it just, it's just very uncontrollable tears. But, then on one hand, it's like, okay, DeMario and Cam, right? This was supposed to be their last year, but they still getting career highs.
Right.
And Cam probably had 3 sacks the last 5 years.
And this year
he got 8.5 now this year.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do I talk a guy like that off the cliff? Right?
Yeah, it's kind of impossible.
When you got 8.5 sacks in a limited role.
Right. And you're gonna tell me I don't think you could.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, it is tough. I will say that, if they're able to keep, DeMario, Cam, and Taysom, the real benefit is the players.
Who's benefiting
right?
from this?
And the fans, somewhat, right? The real benefit is the players, right? Because they're able to learn from dudes that help build that culture, So, even if they did stick around for 2-3 more years, I don't see it being, a negative. Like I wouldn't push them to the door in retirement, right? And especially DeMario, like him being 37 and running around like that, still hitting people like that. Still giving pregame speeches.
Somebody needs to see that.
The passion is there, the purpose is there, and the commitment is there. So I definitely don't want to push dudes like that out the door. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I absolutely want the Saints to win all their games. But, as far as, me kind of putting my, scouting hat on, I'm saying, man, like, it's not a real deep draft.
No, it's not a real deep draft.
If you could stay in that top 6-7 range, you might be able to get, the kid from Ohio State. What's his name? Reese. You're able to get guys like that.
Yeah.
Dudes that's not gonna necessarily go 1, 2, or 3, but we're gonna have that same sort of impact.
Right.
Right.
So would you say we need a number 1 receiver? Because I mean, I just can't. Olave can't be our one.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. He just needs someone to compliment him.
Yeah.
Right? Because the problem is you got him doing stuff that his body can't do.
It's just not fit for it.
And think about his career, right? Like he's always played with guys that, was bigger than him, Marvin Harrison's, all these dudes, Garrett Wilson's, right? They could do certain stuff and he could just do his thing.
Right.
But when you don't have those sort of guys on the team with you, then you forced to leave him to do all the stuff that you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I think if they could get somebody to compliment him so that he doesn't have to play that part of the game.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and I know catching the ball over the middle is important, but I don't want him doing it.
Right. Yeah. I'd rather have a bigger body for sure.
So that's really how I look at it. I think he's a great talent. I think he's a great player. I think being a number 1 receiver, man.
Tough task, man.
That's like being a number 1 cornerback, bro.
Yeah, it's a tough task.
It is your responsibility.
That's some work out there, baby.
It's a whole lot of work.
Some work out there.
You'd be surprised, man. Like talent isn't enough.
Right. Yeah.
Like talent, you just being talented.
Nah,
that's not enough.
That's not enough. Nah.
Like, you have to have the mental capacity. You got to have the physically. You got to be up for it.
Yeah.
Right. We were just talking about Tyreek Hill, right?
Yeah.
And like doing that every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then doing it again on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like everybody is not geared to do that. So and I hope he continues to progress and get better. I thought this season, speaking of Chris Olave, I thought this season was one of his best seasons because I didn't read about him in the training room too much. Seemed to have played in every game. Even when he got banged up and nicked up, he came back into the game.
Yeah.
Right? Making those contested catches, right? And then being somebody that your young quarterback could count on.
Yeah, bro. It looked like they
got some chemistry, fun, And so I'm proud of that part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what worried me for so long. I'm saying this dude not gonna get no second contract. At least it's not the one he won't.
Right.
And obviously, they're getting $130, $40 million to play receiver these days. And I'm saying, this kid gonna miss his opportunity. So I thought this year was
you set yourself
got
up.
Back on track,
right.
And so you happy to see that, bro. You proud to see that because you want to see dudes get rewarded.
For their
progress,
work.
for getting better and doing better. But yeah, I think they need somebody to compliment him, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And that in return will only bring out more of him.
More for him, yeah.
Where he could really do well. Yeah,
I think, like you said, previous conversations, we have to draft well. We got to have some draft picks, and if we could nail them.
Well, I mean, this past draft was a pretty decent draft. Got your quarterback.
Got an old lineman.
Got an offensive tackle. Yeah. Right. Got a running back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Definitely.
Probably need another one. But yeah, I mean, got the starting safety, right? Sanker, who's played really probably make the all rookie team.
Yeah. Been balling.
He might make it. It's a couple. Yeah, he might get left out. Actually, I didn't think about that. Because there's a few of them. You know, Atlanta. There's a few teams.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he's had a really good
definitely
rookie season. So I think it was a good draft. You know, you're able to get 4 or 5 starters out of one draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's solid.
That's solid.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
That's
so
solid.
if we could just kind of pull that off, I think that'll definitely be a help. You know, get a couple draft picks that you can look forward to you know, bring some success to the team.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna be all right. They got to hit this draft again.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 is that connection between Tyler Shuck and Kellen Moore. Like, as long as those 2 guys could continue to kind of elevate their relationship, because their relationship is probably the most important one
on the team
in the whole building. In the whole building. So if those guys can continue to mesh well with each other, that's only going to elevate everybody and everything around them. So, but yeah, I do think they have their quarterback of the future. I do think that they still need a few, a few pieces to
what would you specifically say? Okay, we need to target tight ends or DBs.
Well, we need to target guys that affect the passer. And so, you know, D linemen, edge rushers. I mean, those dudes don't grow on trees. So trying to find one of them is like, man, you got to get real lucky. You know, but for me, it's edge rushers, guys that can impact the quarterback. I still think you need maybe 1 or 2 DBs, and then receivers, and then running back. So I think that's probably like the 4 or 5.
I mean, even in free agency, we probably could grab somebody out of free agency.
But what's the chances of a dude want to come to the Saints, and the Saints won 6 games the last 3 years?
Hey man, shit, somebody need a check.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. You're gonna overpay for something just to say you got something. You're gonna overpay.
I mean, you could say you could overpay now until we see the production.
Man, listen, I would rather develop my own players. I do not want to pay a dude.
But when a lot of them, when we develop, we get rid of them.
I do not want to overpay somebody to come to Louisiana and he don't really want to be here. That is not. It ain't enough. It ain't that much money in the world, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I've been in the locker room with these dudes. Like, you want people that want to be here.
Yeah.
You don't want dude that fucking you gave $40, $50 million to. Second week of the season, he's saying, boy, I can't wait to Miami. Boy, I can't wait to go to Miami.
Right.
Boy, I can't wait for this season over with. Boy, I'm going to LA.
Yeah.
You don't want them dudes, bro. You want dudes that actually want to come to Louisiana and be a part of that. So attracting that is hard because you didn't win a lot, right? And then every year, man, the Saints is like banging their head on a salary cap. So it's like them having $100 million to go out there and get anybody.
Yeah, I feel like they've been banging their heads. They can't
do that. They're not in a position to do that. You know,
that'd
so I mean, they just got to really play the hands that they dealt, work with the cards that they have, and I think they could. You know, you can still do great things. Like,
so you think they should target like some local guys from LSU up in this draft? Because it's a few guys that's going to be coming out. I mean, Aaron said he declared for the draft. You know.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron. I guess you could, you know, try to get him to somewhat replace Shaheed. I just think they need a bigger bodies at receiver, man.
I really do, bro. Because Mike Thomas' presence,
they need bigger bodies, man. Yeah. You know, even in the division though, right? Atlanta Falcons, they got AJ Terrell. All these dudes 6'1", 6'2", right? You go to Tampa Bay, right? Jamel Dean, all these dudes, them dudes 6'1", 6'2". J.C. Horn, 6'1", 6'2". So it's like I think you need dudes that's bigger than them. You know, you need a Mike Evans sort of body frame, right? Because all them dudes play press, bump, and run.
Like,
so if you ain't got nobody that can beat them,
it's gonna be tough, man.
It's gonna be tough. So that's kind of how I look at the game, though. You know,
crazy, bro. Because they just always drafted well. They drafted so well, they ship them out.
Yeah.
Sometimes they draft so well, they ship them out after 2-3 years, and time to get paid is.
Well, I think a big reason why we just talking about it, but it's the salary cap issue, right? Because Trey Hendrickson should have never left.
Man, that's one
Saints.
person. Him, Zach Bourne, there's just
I mean,
a few people
you know,
that
Will
just
Lutz.
Yeah,
Should have never left the Saints.
Never.
I mean, they'll probably have 2 or 3 more wins just by
him kicking. Yeah,
you know,
literally.
So yeah, man, it's always a salary cap. You know, I think that really did affect, you know, what they've kind of been able to do.
Yeah, bro.
You know, from that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outside of just drafting.
Right.
You know,
if
guys.
You can't pay him. Can't pay him. I mean,
can't pay him. Somebody out here will.
Yeah.
This brings us to our next topic.
And I'm pretty sure you was like, wow, yeah. Carolina, they evolving. When I seen them, this when I figured out these dudes was real ballers. When they went out there to LA, and I believe they beat the Rams. If they didn't beat them, it was a close game.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I don't see how they can't dominate the NFC South if you could go way out west and dominate that team. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, I think they was getting comfortable. Like they were still kind of getting comfortable with each other. Especially Bryce and Dave, the head coach Dave Canales.
That's another thing. Carolina, they got nice size receivers. You know, those not no little guys.
Yeah, them big boys. Yeah, they big boys. So, I mean, I love that kid T-Mac.
Yeah, bro, he a baller.
I mean, I was watching Arizona. I wanted the Saints to get him.
Yeah,
but that's the sort of the frame I'm talking about that complements, you know, Olave.
Yeah, he kind of remind me. Well, I would say the guy from Arizona State. He remind me of T-Mac for sure.
Arizona State. Oh, Jordan Tyson.
Jordan, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of remind me of him, bro. He a baller, bro. Even though I know people say that he had some injuries, you know, in the past, but I mean, shit, there's a lot of bad injuries in the past. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I wouldn't take him top 10. Some dudes you gotta worry about them. It ain't that they not a top 10 talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that is they ready for top 10 money? You know, so some of them is like, you know, you gotta watch them.
Yeah, you gotta know who you giving that money to, bro. You gotta know the person behind.
Yeah, you really gotta know, because a lot of dudes shut it down on you, bro. As soon as they get that check, they no longer want to be great.
Right.
They paid now, so
right. I mean, some people are great. When you sign coming from some places, you sign a $50 million deal. Shit, boy, you great.
Yeah,
of course you're not walking away with 50, but
yeah. See, I always struggle with being around people like that.
Yeah, it's tough
because I'm like, he's not gonna make it. You know,
before you know
it's all tied to that.
Yeah,
you're gonna get your heart broke, son.
Yeah, bro. But the odds didn't jump, man. Carolina is favored. They plus 135, man. FanDuel got them.
I mean, that was just bad. You know, I think this is the Buccaneers just own doing, right? I mean, because they were really, think about it, you know, they were really the only team in the NFC South that was sort of positioned, right, to just win a division in the next 5-6 years.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so it's like them not being able to just lock that in a division that's kind of been, you know, shaky, you know, the last 4 years or so. That's not a good reflection on them. You know, Baker, Ty Bowles.
Yeah. Like their first 6 games, dude. They won their first 6 games. I believe like 5 of the first 6 games they played, they won them probably by like a few points. You know, so there was like last drive type stuff.
I mean, that's NFL though.
It's in the NFL, so eventually it's gonna come to a halt.
Most games and. You know, most games in the NFL is going to be a 1-score game.
Right.
You know, most teams lose by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. It ain't 16, 17, 18 points.
Right.
You know, so the game's going to be close. You know, I don't think that's like I don't think that necessarily indicates anything.
I mean, that go back to the Chiefs too. You know, like they was like 12-1 or something like that in like 1-score games last year, and then this year they just
was
plummeted.
Yeah, ball don't bounce your way. Injuries. You know, play calling, you know, all these things are somewhat, you know, affected, you know. But I think Carolina could finish this. I think they could win it.
I think they could finish, but I think they could win it.
The first time
they been first in the division since Cam.
Well, yeah, I mean,
2015.
They playing decent defense. You know, they've been able to kind of take the ball away. And two, the underrated thing with them is, I haven't even looked at these stats, but just kind of off eye, right? They probably got the best running game in the NFC South.
Yeah.
So at least consistent one. You know. So because you see that at times, especially with Atlanta and New Orleans and Buccaneers, like they got quarterbacks that in their brain they could just put it on. So I don't think Bryce Young was there yet. So that's why they was able to stick with the run game. Instead of just kind of putting it all on him and telling him to go win the game. And because I think that's what's kind of
that's bad.
That's what's messing up the Falcons and the Bucks and the Saints is that, man. We trying to, we can't.
Right.
But they actually do have a really, really good run game. They got good runners.
Yeah.
And so I think that just plays like that's a huge factor. Like just playing in the second half of the season, going into the playoffs, you got to be able to run the ball. Teams that can't run the ball, they're gonna get exposed early for just being one dimensional.
Right.
So it's gonna be tough. But I see them winning out. I see Carolina winning out. And obviously if Tampa wins out, Tampa I think will end up being a division champ.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust them to win out.
Right.
Like
I said, I
think I trust Carolina a little more than I.
Yeah. I would say I trust Carolina a little bit more because look at the results of the wins. Like 5-6 wins. You won them by the skin of your teeth. You just haven't come across the team who not gonna let you win by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah, FanDuel got them at plus 135. So
it's looking real good.
As they say, Vegas knows something we don't.
I'll be there to put the parlay in, baby. The Panthers are the favorite for the NFC South, and if you guys want to get in on this, head over to FanDuel. If you haven't signed up yet, new users get $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet hits. You can use it on anything, player props, hockey, anything you can name, you can use it. So, bro, you seen DK got in a little spat with a fan, and, you had a long tenure career. I'm pretty sure that was a fan or two that may have said some choice words to you. Like, what? Well, like, how do you respond to that, Like,
listen, man, I've always kind of, I've always appreciated that part of competing. Is the shit talking, right? And going back and forth, and from social media to obviously in real life, in games, and a lot of times, man, the way those where those teams kind of structured, because they know who these fans are, right? And it seems like all the time it's like they're behind the opposing team's bench. So. You get a good earful. People trying to just, the girlfriend broke up with you or anything that they could, get their hands on. They gonna spew it. Now I've went back and forth with a ton of fans. I've always sort of approached it as, man, it's just fun banter. Like he gonna say what he say, I'm gonna say what I say, and then I'm gonna walk off, and I don't got no, got no feelings about it, nothing. But that happens. Has it ever happened to the point where, I wanted to hit somebody? No, because my approach, as I said, was always, I'm thinking this is fun. Like I don't, I'll tell you one dude I wanted to smack. Arizona. 5 years I gave Arizona my life, right? Obviously, I'm one of the best players on the team, But they had a dude set in a training camp stands for 5 years. He called me Tyrone. 5 years, Tyrone. Wow. And I'm saying to myself, this dude's saying my name wrong on purpose.
Right, on purpose.
So, that he's about the only one I ever wanted to smack. Because I'm like, bruh, you just like intentionally just botching my name.
Yeah.
I guess Tyrann is like a little hard to say because, you got Tyrann.
Man.
People say your name every way but the right way.
Mathieu. I just be saying.
So, bro. But that dude in Arizona, bro, dude said Tyrone for 5 years, bro. I could not believe that, bro. But other than that, it's all fun fun banter. You know, some people put more on it,
Yeah.
you know, than others, but I always looked at it like, man, it's just us shoe showing, like, you know,
Shooting
so
shit. That's it.
never really made it personal with people. I think some people make it personal.
Yeah. I kind of
Personal
think that was
shots.
personal. Like I whatever he told him, like, cause I mean, of course, it's pretty much every NFL player who's on the field,
Right.
start, they could say somebody told him something.
Yeah, but you know, the next part of that is, like, at what point do you stay in control?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, if I know this dude is trying to get me out of
Trying to
character,
antagonize me.
right? Because he gonna get fined,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then it's just one of those things, bro. That's you know, from DK's position, I'm saying, I could get it sometimes why you want to put your hands on people,
Right.
but more than not, bro, be wrong.
Man, listen,
You
them
know,
10, 15,
like,
20 bands, you it's coming.
no, you making $100-something million, bro. Like,
And I get it. You ain't thinking about, you ain't worrying about that. It's
but
cool.
some people have bad games. They, you know, probably got stuff happening off the field. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying, like, you never know why people react the way they do. So, but I've always been on solid teams to where, man, Pat, he might let me talk my shit, but Larry not about to let me walk up to the stands and put my hands on. Like, he gonna nip that in the bud,
right.
You know, before he even. So, you know, but yeah, that's just my sort of perspective, bro.
That's wild, bro. I took a shot at him. I mean, get that fine though. Bet he won't do it again.
Yeah, I mean, but you know,
I bet he won't do it again.
You know, I'm not picking on DK, right? But what I'm saying is, you know, you've been one of those players that people have said that you can't handle your emotions, right? Like, we've seen it on the football field. We've seen it, just everything you do, right? So it's like, at what point do you show us that you've grown up? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, people not gonna ever stop talking about you,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So at what point do you say, damn? Or is it like every year you just gonna be the same, you're gonna have the same reactions? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like my only knock, but I guess that's me kind of looking at it from like this captain and leadership sort of perspective. But yeah, it's like, bro, at some point we gotta get better at the things that we can't deal with, or we don't do well. You know, so that's like my only take on it, because it seems like every year we see one of those two sort of reactions.
Yeah, from somebody.
You know, whether it's a cornerback or you know, whoever it is. So
we didn't see the big boys.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my only like take on it. It's like, people watching you, bro. Yeah. Like, everybody's watching you. I'm a fan of you. So, but I want to see you get better at the things that sort of kept you from being one of the best receivers in the league.
Right. Man, let's jump to this Tulane and JMU, bro. They got wrecked, and of course, Power 5 teams you just can't go up against Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, yeah, we might squeak out with a field goal and win that.
Man, this is why they have weight classes.
Boxing, right?
This is why you have divisions. You know, this is why Floyd Mayweather cannot fight Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I think I said this maybe an episode ago, 2 episodes ago. You know, they was just being generous.
Yeah.
And too nice. Right? You know, you sign these teams up to get their ass whipped.
Right. That was the generous part.
You know, everybody knew that. Everybody knew this was coming.
Everybody.
So I don't like that. I don't like that part of it. You know, just signing kids up because nothing positive is coming from this. Like, you know, even those kids that want to go to the next level, they're just being exposed, right? Like you know, as somebody that just can't play on that level.
Yeah.
I'm like, it just didn't work out how they thought it would, but I knew it was coming.
Right, but I don't understand why would you do that? That's like saying, well, I'm gonna just take unless you're having a good year, let's just go down there and play the Saints.
No.
Like, no.
Don't get your ass kicked.
Just beat out. So what's?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. And then, you know, I hate to be that guy.
I just wonder how much money they got paid
I hate
to
to be
keep
that
their
guy,
ass blowed out.
You know, because it just seems like, you know, people, you know, like they aren't good enough. but they aren't.
Not.
So,
Just what it is.
I mean, I'm trying to find words to say it nicely, but
Man,
I
there is
can't.
no nice words for that.
You know,
Why would
they
you
should
put
have
these
never been in
people
that
there?
game. They should have never been in the game, bro.
And
this ain't no knock on
Nah,
those schools,
no.
those players, the
No.
coaches, or none of that. It's
It's
not no
reality.
knock on them. It's just a fact, bro. Like these dudes is on a different playing field.
That's why
period.
they're there.
The
That's why
offensive
you're here.
alignment is bigger.
Yeah.
They hit harder. They run faster.
Much stronger.
The chances of me hurting you increases. Right? We just got a little bit bigger weight room than y'all.
Right.
If y'all even have a weight room.
I was about to say they probably got the facility is probably
so,
2-3 times the size of that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we all saw that coming, bro. I just,
Speaking of that, I seen something that Lane got paid off Ole Miss win. I said, man, he is elite.
Yeah,
he is elite. Then I tell you one thing, the next contract I structure up, I might have to call him or send him an email. Hey, man, I need some advice.
Gotta go hire Jimmy Sexton. He's single-handedly controlling
bro.
the needle. You know?
Like, he is elite.
I don't know. I guess some people, they want that sort of position, right?
Yeah.
Their whole life, right? They just crave to be in that position.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I don't want to be that
Man,
dude.
that's tough.
I don't want to be that guy. There's a lot of people hate you, buddy. You know?
A lot. But I mean,
kudos to Lane.
Yeah, it come with the territory, though.
Kudos to Lane, man. If I could sign a contract and, to get paid to not be there and,
Come on, man. That's like waking
buy
up.
my house for me and all this other stuff I ain't got to pay for or worry about. So
like waking up and you got gas in your car, but you went to sleep and there was no gas.
Yeah, I think Lane is just waiting for the transfer. He's waiting on January 2nd.
Yeah.
So he could go buy all the players he wants.
It's going down, believe that.
I wonder what color credit card this LSU gave him. Like, yeah, bro, just use this one.
Yeah.
Hey, to buy anything, just use this one.
He in the boot now. One of us, baby. So we got to embrace him. It is what it is.
I saw him eating oysters and stuff the other day. I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He is in Louisiana for sure. But yeah,
they get him.
It's no knock on Tulane or JMU, but it's just a different. It's a different weight class, man.
Yeah.
So and I think that was just they always
it's like
always do. It's gonna always end up like that, bro.
NCAA used to have your offense would be an A, defense would be a B, special teams might be a C. It's like these guys are all A's and we playing against a team who have all D's. What are we doing?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
it's not competitive.
Right. Like,
I mean, the idea for it is to have a competitive tournament.
Competitive.
Right? Like a competitive tournament.
Not just let them in because they won 11, 12 games.
Yeah. It's just not, it wasn't competitive at all.
I mean, even if they would have had I would have loved to see Vandy and Ole Miss. That would have been a nice game. That would have been a good game. I would have loved to see it.
I mean, even from like a financial standpoint, right? Like, if I'm the committee, like I want every game to feel like it's a championship game, right? And it just Ole Miss versus Tulane just don't give those vibes
at all. But that don't even sound like it gives those
Oregon
vibes.
Versus JMU just doesn't give that this game is important. It's actually like we paid those dudes to come get their ass kicked.
And that's what I was saying. Like I was like, $2 million, just come down here and let us just.
Well, I don't think they get. I think if it was more in a regular season,
then that's how they
get paid.
Right.
But I think this being like the college playoffs, I don't think that goes into it. Some teams do that. They pay. LSU pays to play against Southern.
Right, you play against the Western Kentucky.
And the reason we compensate them is because we know they don't got a chance.
Right. In hell.
And like not a player on that sideline.
Yeah,
is we scared of.
Right.
So we're gonna give y'all $1 million to come down here in LSU on a Saturday afternoon and get your ass kicked.
Yep.
But they're incentivized, right? There's money behind it.
Right, it's money behind it. Right.
It ain't no incentives in the playoffs, buddy.
Right. Yeah, you just show up and get spanked.
Show up and get your ass whooped.
So committee, we need to get this right. We don't need to we don't want to see them anymore.
I don't know who's on the committee, but I think they need to hire people that play the game, see the game, know the game, understand the game, and put those sort of people on the committee. Because, I still don't know who's in charge.
Right. Still.
That must be like an NCAA thing.
Yeah, I seen like
You know, I couldn't tell you who and who what or I can't. It's like it's all it's a mob style.
Yeah, I seen Mark Ingram say he was like a part of the committee for like the Heisman vote. I mean,
well, yeah, because he won the Heisman. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that committee got it. They screwed it up. Sure, we don't want to see them next year. Nobody's not going to win no money. I bet that over and under was probably 50 or 60. Probably was giving JMU probably plus 31.
Yeah, see, I don't gamble.
Yeah,
so
I know, but that's wow. Like,
it's
plus
nuts.
30 points. I mean, you have to give them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is that it's not a competitive game.
Nah, it's not. Nah, not when you. No way.
Like these games in the NFL are competitive.
Right. That's why it's plus 3.
Right? Plus
minus
3.
-1.5.
Minus 1.5. Like every game. Every one of them.
Yep.
And it's like you get to college and it's like,
yeah, bro. Plus
30.
We
know who about to win.
Plus 30.
Like,
you know what's crazy, bro? I didn't got killed with some of that stuff. Like they giving a team like 40, 30 some points, and I'm like, damn, that's just sweet. Then you look up and you see they lost by 60. You're like, how? That's how. This is a big boy league against little league, and it just don't work like that.
Just not on the same playing field, bro.
Well, hopefully
I'm gonna say it again. It's for the last time. This is not about being nice.
Right. It's not about being generous.
This is about fielding the most competitive tournament you could
possibly field. Yeah.
Period. And when you put teams like that in it, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's a big joke, bro.
It's a joke.
Big joke. Well, what about I seen another SEC school play this weekend, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
They lost to Miami, and my bracket a little screwed up now because how the fuck Texas A&M lose to Miami? I mean, I know they got some guys over there, but when we talk about SEC teams, we talk about SEC play, you know. I mean, I guess everybody in the SEC is just not as dominant as we think they are, you know.
Well, Texas A&M is, I know they're in the SEC, but I don't look at them as an SEC team. They're like a late bloomer.
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah.
But they're not like the Floridas or Tennessees or LSUs. I don't even look at them like that. So I absolutely look at them as frauds. I just, because they came to LSU and they kind of had this arrogance about them, like, right? And I remember they was beating us, and I just remember how they operated, winning the game. Like I wouldn't want my players to show that sort of like, I wouldn't want that to be the reflection, right? And so it's just funny, bro. Like that they got their ass whipped, and I remember how they tried to make us feel because we was quarterback hurt, and Brian Kelly, we don't know if he about to get. He actually got fired after that game, I think. Right. And but they like piling on us, right? And I'm like, dude, we got one leg. We stand on one leg,
right.
And that's how you want. That's how you want win.
Right. That's how you gonna treat us.
So I always knew at some point during this season they was gonna get a little taste of what they thought they gave us. And ain't it funny, A&M fans, that y'all season over, but LSU we still got one more game.
Yeah.
So y'all,
they done, son.
Come get a seat. They come watch us play in this pizza bowl or whatever bowl game.
Right, whatever it is. Might be a Campbell bowl,
Pop-Tart bowl. Shit. I might Tyrann Mathieu bowl. Shit.
Yeah, it might be. You never know.
Honey Badger bowl. We win the game. We give out Honey Badger toys. Stuffed animals or something. But yeah, A&M, ain't that funny? Y'all can enjoy y'all Christmas though. We still got
hey man, they headed to Cancun right now.
We still got practice and stuff, in Baton Rouge. So yeah, dog. It's all good. Get them next year.
Hook 'em. Well, bro, we're gonna do something a little different right here. We're gonna do some blind reactions. Our social producers, looking through some old pictures. They deeply. Yeah, you and me, but unfortunately, they didn't come up with any for me yet.
I've always been good looking, at least.
Hey, man, it's cool.
Worse.
Well, we gonna get into some blind reactions. Let's just see how the honey badger feels about this. This look like a rookie picture.
Actually, my second or third year. I think that was my third year. Yeah, that's full-blooded
Yeah,
honey
yeah.
badger right there.
Full blood.
I used to cut my jerseys and stuff.
Right, look at the mohawk though. Yeah. Let's try this next one, bro. Let's see his reaction on this one.
So that's my rookie year. So the deal with this picture is,
Dude got one eyebrow.
so I come in the league, and obviously hazing is kind of being phased out, but it's really not. You just can't do
certain things,
crazy stuff no more.
Yeah.
And so I remember the rookies was kind of going through, everybody was getting hazed or whatever, whatever. And one of the dudes, it was actually my rookies that turned on me. Because I've always had like decent rank, like I've never just been at, so when I came as a rookie and I'm hanging out with Larry Fitzgerald and Patrick Peterson. So, what applies to me don't apply to them.
You, right.
And so it got to the point where they was like started being mad that, man, y'all don't do nothing to Tyrann. Man, y'all let Tyrann just do whatever he want, man. He ain't had to do nothing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so this is really me just being like a team player.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, bro? Like, F it, bro. Like,
what y'all want to do?
Like, do whatever y'all want to do to me.
Right.
And so this was, Darnell Dockett. It's actually worse than this.
Hey, this just started growing back. Right?
This was, my hair was growing back, but yeah, I played like half of that season my rookie year with one eyebrow, no hair. And I remember being thankful that I'm not in New York.
Right.
Because if I was in New York, oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you'd have been on Times. This would have been on Times Square.
So I was thankful that Arizona was just like this small, quiet market, and not many people saw that.
Let's get into the next one, bro. Let's just see who we have here. Okay. Got a little bit of a little older badger right here.
Yeah.
One patch under the eye badger right here.
Yeah, bro. That's
dreads.
Man, look, bro. I had a few different hairstyles. I'd probably say that one was probably my favorite though, because it wasn't like long.
Too long, yeah.
It wasn't too long.
It wasn't aggravating.
It didn't feel too heavy. That was like the prime of like.
Man, that's maybe why people be cutting this shit off and then grow it back and then cut it off.
So go back to the first picture. That's the same hair. I just at some point it just kind of curled up and started locking on its own, and then that's how I got
the locks.
Dreads.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't like get my hair twisted or anything. It just started to lock up, and
from that point on,
one day I was like, okay, let's let it go, keep going. Yeah, so kind of ended up there, but
see what we have here. Okay. Now he just went straight GQ on us.
Yeah. I don't get my hair done a lot. People don't play in my hair at all, really. But that was I really did like that hairstyle.
Hey, you look serious. You looking right in the camera.
Well, yeah, I think I don't think I was single. Maybe I was. I feel like this is a single photo. It's like a thirst trap.
Kind of, y'all about to say it kind of looked like it.
Probably was a thirst trap.
Right. Let me just post and delete.
Yeah, it probably was a thirst trap.
Let's see what we have here. Uh-oh.
Shit.
This after the dreads badger right here.
So this is probably like a month before I retired. And I had pulled up, because nobody knew I cut my hair.
Right.
And so I just pull up, with the fresh cut, and I was kind of joking with the media about, I was trying to like shave a few years off. Once you get 32 years old in the NFL, they act like you're senile and
act like you're 40.
Just on a track for dementia.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm 32.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not 92. Right. So, but yeah, that's how they treat you, bro. Like, it's crazy. But I was just trying to show them, like, I'm like, I look 18 again.
Right. Yeah.
So.
You definitely look like like you just graduated from St.
took Sweets a while to
Except the hair gone, right?
To accept that, man, my daddy, like, this dude really cut his hair. And then one day she was like, Dad, it looks cute. I like it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool.
He was like, cool.
So,
I'm good with it now.
yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Okay, we done went through those blind reactions, man. What would be one hairstyle that you wouldn't mind bringing back?
I wouldn't mind bringing it back.
All
Man.
head, one eyebrow?
Never.
Nah, not that one.
Nah, not that one. Not the honey badger look. I just feel like, I'm just feel like I've sort of outgrown like the character display part of it. Like I don't need to, but if I did have to bring anyone back, it'll probably be the thirst trap photo, because
the GQ magazine photo.
Who don't like a good thirst trap, So probably be that one,
The GQ magazine photo, baby. Okay, Bayou family, we have some emails to read from a few subscribers. We told you guys to send us anything, any questions you want to ask. It could be crazy, We're gonna try our best to answer it, but we're gonna get into a few of these, man. So Randy on the email, he sent us an email. He said, I would love for you guys to explain the trophies in the background and what they represent. They must be very important because they're on the table.
Yeah.
It's quite a few.
Well, it's quite a few. So I got my St. Aug MVP trophies. I got my Kansas City Chiefs MVP trophy right there.
Derek Thomas.
SEC Championship MVP trophy. Got the Bednarik trophy. Not a lot of people got those. Got my key.
Yeah.
Key to the city.
August 21st is officially Tyrann Mathieu Day.
Officially Tyrann Mathieu Day.
So if y'all in the city, on August 21st, you just so happen to come down, hey.
Yeah.
Tap the DM,
And then I got the my Ed Block Courage Award. My teammates in Arizona nominated me for that because I had just kind of overcame like my ACL injuries and stuff like that. The Salvation Army. So I'm like the only DB, the youngest DB to have this trophy. Cotton Bowl Outstanding Defensive Player trophy. Few of them, man. A couple cleats, but most of those are like team MVP trophies and stuff like that.
And that's the Badger, guys. He's very modest.
It's not all of them.
I would have been
some
saying,
of them.
Man, look at this Bednarik. Check this out. Y'all don't have this. Y'all don't have this.
Yeah, I didn't pay for none of those. So all those are earned.
Right. Yeah.
Not given. Man.
So we have another one. Thomas from YouTube. He said, hey, what do you guys think of Drew Brees and Jaire Evans being semifinalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame? I think it's dope. I mean,
I think it's great. Then too, like, because that version of the Saints didn't really get celebrated how they should, right? Because they won the Super Bowl and then they kind of got into that Bounty Gate, stuff with Greg Williams and stuff, and but the Saints have always kind of been a pretty good organization, especially wins and losses since 2005. They just don't really get talked about like that. So I think that this kind of puts a positive light, like, on that whole little era.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we was in high school when they won the Super Bowl, so we know what type of impact they sort of had on us. Coming up and growing up. But yeah, I just don't think that they get that love that because if you look at their record, bro, they like top 4 or 5 most wins since 2025.
Right.
I mean 2005, and I just don't think that they get that sort of respect, right?
Yeah.
So it's cool to kind of see 2 of their best players from that sort of that era, just being semifinalists, finalists.
Not to mention Jaire Evans was he was a finalist in 24-25, but he didn't get in.
And Jaire actually is he helps coach the offensive line too with the Saints. So, he still got his hand in the pile trying to help them. Yeah. Just be a great team, great organization, and obviously Drew. Goes without saying.
Yeah.
what he did for us, and just how much we believed in him. As our quarterback. People still People still mad about that shit, Drew.
To this day.
They can't believe he left.
If you follow me on Instagram, I have a video of me and Drew Brees, who was actually walking out the Superdome, and how ironically I bumped into Drew Brees. And man, y'all check it out. If you're following me, you know what I'm talking about, baby. You seen it. I had a little interview with Drew up close and personal.
Yeah, I think too, man. If Drew and Jari was able to get in,
together,
I think that'll be the first time, Canton gets turned out, because there's gonna be a lot of Saints fans up there.
Yeah.
It's a small, quiet little town, but until the New Orleanians show up, and all they want to do is party because Drew Brees in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah,
so
no doubt. They're gonna show up with their little filth.
Kind of anticipating that day, that moment, that weekend. Because I know it's gonna be one of them weekends.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, that'll be pretty dope, bro. Because there's some kids in the city, who's looking at these guys and saying, "Hey, winning it together, man." And they friends just like we friends, They thinking about it, plotting on it just like we were, So that's gonna be dope, bro.
Yeah, I could see a little jazz band out there.
Oh yeah,
people second lining through the Hall of Fame museum.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm sure they don't mind dropping them a little bag, go out there, celebrate, have them a great time. Lead back with a gold jacket,
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while, man. Yeah. So I think Drew been, one of the first dudes to get in a long time. I think everybody they're gonna be happy about that.
Think they got some brass mans up there? They're gonna have to travel.
It don't matter. If they don't got none, they coming. So
they gonna find one.
You better believe that. For sure. Yeah.
So we have another one, guys. We have another one. Cajun Blaze on YouTube said, "Love Louisiana and always will support my peeps from the state. But question for me is, do y'all think Louisiana has the most talent, football-wise, of all states?"
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, me not being biased, I think, Louisiana is up there, Texas, Florida. And I'd probably say, Cali too. Yeah. I think California. So I think those like 4 or 5 spots is, is you usually could find dudes that can really play.
Yeah, for sure.
Football, for sure.
Not just not being non-biased. I heard Cam had a conversation about this, and they do have some crazy athletes that come out of Georgia. If you want a fast guy, you probably can go get a fast guy from Georgia. If you want a big old guy, you probably can go to Georgia and get a big old guy. So they kind of in the mix as well. I would put them in the mix with, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, Cali. I would put them all in the same bucket, because
gotcha.
You could definitely go up there.
Well, who though?
Huh?
Who?
Cam
Newton?
Yeah, from Georgia. There's a bunch of them.
That was their best quarterback?
Well, that was the best quarterback, but I mean, if it is, they got Georgia. They got a Super Bowl quarterback. I mean, he didn't win it, but he been there.
Yeah, we got dudes like Peyton Manning. So I don't know what he talking about.
You said dudes, or we have a dude like Peyton Manning? We have Peyton Manning. Dudes, or we have Peyton Manning?
I'm saying I can go on and on, but like it's more than one dude. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not. I think Georgia. I think Atlanta got good athletes.
Yeah, they got good athletes, and not just football. They produce some basketball players too.
Yeah, I think they got good athletes. I'm not, but
not Louisiana, but I'm
Louisiana with everything. So, and not just any athletes. I feel like talking about the best of the best.
Yeah. Cam, I have to tap in, bro. I heard y'all talking. I heard y'all having this conversation.
Saying, like, if you got a receiver in mind, and is he better than Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Odell Beckham? And if he's not, then what are we talking about?
Right. Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
We got some of the greatest.
Yeah, bro. We got some of the greatest players ever.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, that's all our questions that we just answered. If you guys have any more questions, or anything you want us to talk about, feel free, reach out, hit us up on all socials, and we'll definitely get back to you.
Yeah, man. Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes.
Especially our In The Bayou family. Again, man, thank you guys for supporting us. 10,000 subs is a big deal. And it's obviously it's one of those milestone sort of goals to be able to attain. But yeah, man, it's been a great ride. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
Talking with you guys and doing this, and just from the questions to the content, everything. So we couldn't do this without any of you guys. So we definitely want to send you guys happy holidays, and just tell you guys, man, thank you for the support, thank you for the encouragement, thank you for just being attentive and just paying us some attention, and it means a lot to us. So we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next time.